Hey everybody, SNES here, your humble host as always, bringing you a new Let's Play. And this time, it is one of my favorite games, most absolute favorite games of all time. Oh, it's so good. Definitely one of my favorite Super Nintendo games, one of my favorite action platformers. Hell, just one of my favorite games of all time. We're going to talk so much more as we get into it. For now, I'll let you enjoy this brief opening. Check out the opening story here. I will be nice and quiet so you may enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Let's Play Demon's Crest. Tell me that, just go ahead and try to tell me that opening wasn't awesome. I won't believe you, but you can try to tell me. This here is our main character, Firebrand. You may recognize him as the Red Armor from Super Ghouls and Ghosts, and Ghouls and Ghosts, and Ghosts and Goblins, and Super Ghosts and Goblins. You get what I'm saying. My god, do I love this game. First of all, it has one of the best soundtracks ever. But yeah, this game is just epic. Here's our first boss fight already. And excuse me, hopefully I covered the microphone sufficiently. That sneeze came out of nowhere. Alright, let's go. Let's do this. Now, even though we can't see my life bar, I can die in this fight. But it's pretty easy. My main attack is to throw fire. I can hover in the air as long as I want, but I can't control myself going up and down. Bring it, dragon. Silly zombie dragon. Thinking it knows what's up. That's right. And now we see my HUD, which I'll explain in a moment. Upper left is my life total, which I have 4 thingies. I'll explain those things on the right after this battle. Now, this fight has always been interesting to me. Why doesn't Firebrand just walk away? The dragon can't follow him. But this part's easy. He can just float and shoot him a couple times, and he dies. More importantly, he gives us our first life up already. Increases our max life by 1. Alright, let's talk. I can headbutt things. And things break, and I can get items from them. That's a ghost. Alright, those things in the upper right. The thing on the far left is my current breath weapon, which is just standard fires. That's all I have. Then the things in the middle, as you can see, I have spells and potions. We'll explain more of those as I get there, but the middle slot is whichever spell or potion I have selected. And then the spot on the far right will be whatever talisman I have equipped, which I don't have any of those yet either. As you can see, we can claw onto sides of things. Always break stuff if you can. Okay, now let's talk about stuff. Basically, as you saw in the opening, there are 6 crests: fire, earth, air, water, time, and heaven. The fire crest got broken up into 5 pieces, and I have 1 fragment of it, which is why I can breathe fire. And then I'll collect more power-ups for that as we continue the game. Then we have slots for the earth, air, water, time, and heaven crests, which we'll be getting throughout the game. They give us different abilities, different powers, different forms, all that jazz. This game is amazing, by the way. Alright. That's why we want to break everything we see. That was my first spell vellum, as you can see right there. It basically each spell vellum we get lets us hold 1 more spell. Likewise for potion bottles. Each one I pick up, I can carry another potion. And there's shops throughout the game that I can pick stuff up for it. Well, here's our first legitimate boss fight. This is a hippogriff. Now that's funny how the emulator's playing the sound of his wing flapping. It's way sharper than it should be. In the actual SNES version, the sound of his wings flapping was actually a very smooth, realistic sound. Here it's really sharp, as I'm sure you can no doubt hear. But this here is a pretty basic boss fight. I wish he would do something so I could talk, but you pretty much saw everything he could do. Damage him enough, he turns back to stone. And 2 things happen. Obviously, he wasn't quite dead there. If you're not damaging him fast enough, or he can turn back to stone and heal himself a little bit. And now that the music stopped, we know he's actually dead, so headbutt him again, and he dies. And another life up. Whee! Alright, this is all stage 1, by the way. After this stage, we'll go to the overworld map. Our fire breath weapon is pretty much the weakest weapon in the game, although it does serve you pretty well for most of it. I love this song. I hope it's coming through loud enough. I have my speakers up as high as they will go. But even if you can't, you're obviously on YouTube. Go check out the soundtrack for this game. Here's our first bottle. It'll let us get potions. Most importantly, healing potions. And here we have our first vertical area. Don't need to kill the spiders, but they're gross, so why not? Here's one of the first platforming sections you'll need to be floating to get through. Oh, crap. Now you see those blocks right there? I can't get through there yet. I need the second breath weapon before I can get through those blocks. That larger flame looking thing there restores all our life. And here is one of the main antagonists. We are going to be seeing a lot of him. This guy's name is Arma. And ironically, we're going to get a lot of our powers from the game from him. I shall be the one to put an end to your petty crusade. I believe you have heard of me. I am Arma. I will be your executioner. Yay! Arma's a cool boss because he gets different abilities for every fight. So, like, the basics of his abilities are still there, but he always picks up something new. And I wasn't going to be able to dodge that. Arma shoots fireballs at you, and he swoops a bunch. That's basically his pattern for this first fight. Oh man, I suck today. Just about every boss, in fact I do think every boss in the game except one, changes color the more you damage it. This first fight was really easy. And yet he still laughs at me. You do seem to possess the strength people have been talking about. I look forward to our next encounter. And he takes a dump. No, actually, that's the Earth Crest. Yay! Our first crest. We found the Crest of Earth. With it, you can morph into Ground Gargoyle and gain great speed and the strength to break stone statues. And here we are on the world map. You can see the whole thing there. I have the first 4 stages available to me. We just came off of stage 1. Lovely Mode 7 graphics at their finest. And, you know, you can see these little buildings. Those are mostly shops where I can buy stuff. Games of chance where I can get money or other items. But yeah, for here, this is stage 2, and you're going to be coming here a whole bunch. This is where one of the main shops is. And before I end the video, I just want to show the power of Ground Gargoyle, because it's awesome. So you can see I've changed my form. And I have a couple abilities. I can do a super powerful dash, which can knock things out of the way. I have a weak air fireball, but a really strong ground fireball. How badass is that? And that's pretty much what the crests do. They change your shape and give you new abilities and capabilities and powers. And this stuff is money. The coin with what looks like a face is a 20. Let's see here. Come on, work with me, game. Work with me, game. You can also use Ground Gargoyle to do stuff like that. There's a 20. The 2 single ones there are worth 1. Worth noting, you cannot headbutt as Ground Gargoyle. I've already picked up a 5, but I just want one to drop so I can identify it on camera. You'll be coming here a lot to grind money. This is the best place in the game to grind money. Small life, okay. My kingdom for a 5er. Really? Come on. Later on, we pick up a talisman that increases the drop rate of money. So once you get that, fine. You know what? I'll save it for next time. The door through there leads to basically the best potion shop in the game. So we'll be making use of that. And we'll explore this town a bit next time, as well as get our second fire crest ability in the next video. I am sure excited to be playing this game, I'll tell you what. Thanks everyone for watching, I'll see you in part 2.